friend, welcome. If we haven't met, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark and sell them for a profit. Usually I do a ship with me video and show you what sold kind of daily. And today I'm actually going to share my September numbers. So I'm going to break down all of my numbers, my gross sales, my profit, how that works out hourly, all of that. So to start with, in September, I made a total of, I grossed, so this is the, all the money that came in to me, right, was $3,348.11. So that made my net. So this takes out any of my cost of goods, my fees that I pay on eBay and Poshmark and Depop. I did have 4 sales on Depop, I think. And also any shipping that I pay. So all the shipping labels that I pay for on eBay as well as Depop. And then if I did any shipping discounts on Poshmark, which I did not. So that makes my profit, my net, $2,158.44. That is up from August by $2, which isn't, I don't know. I think that was kind of interesting. I did sell 125 items. That's actually down from August, but my average sale price is up 3%, which isn't super high, but it did help with that $2 difference, right? My average sale price is $26.78. I listed 153 items in September. That is down significantly from August. In August, I did a listing challenge, and that was really successful. I had 220 listings in August. So I think that the challenge helped me to stay consistent a lot. I did have quite a few days that I had to miss for various reasons in September. And instead of trying to find a way to make that up or stay up a little later to do it, I just was like, whatever. So not having that accountability, I think, did play a part in that. So to give you an idea of what I sell, I mostly sell women's clothing. I sell sweaters, coats. These are my top sales. I sold 15 women's sweaters, women's coats, women's tops, women's dresses, and then my 5th highest category is men's shorts, which is kind of funny, I think. Brands that I have sold in September, I think, are very telling. Vintage is my top sales, and that probably goes along with the sweaters. I do have quite a bit of vintage sweaters, and a lot of them I just list as vintage and not with the brand name, because most of the time the brand doesn't matter. Sometimes it does, but not always. My second top brand is Carhartt. Third is Torrid. Fourth is unbranded, which is kind of interesting, but also kind of goes along with that, the vintage. And then 5th, I thought was funny, is Banana Republic, which I do like selling Banana Republic. I just don't think I sell it that much, but it's my 5th top brand for the month. Let's see. I was just thinking I was gonna tell you something. I don't know. 35% of my sales were on Poshmark, 61% on eBay, and 4% on Depop. I remember what I was going to tell you. I get all this information from Vendoo. I do my cross-listing and use my inventory system on Vendoo, and it gives me analytics. I just go in there and write all the stuff down. Just so you know, that's where I'm getting the information. All right, so I do have some subscriptions that I pay for. So that $2,000, that is my goal, by the way, is $2,000 per month. So I'm happy with the $2,000. I've been consistently making around $2,000 per month for probably, I think, 2 years now. I've been a reseller for 3, just 3 years. So I lost track of what I was saying. Yeah, so out of that $2,000, 1,000 of it I put into our family's budget. It covers things like dance classes, piano lessons, random things that come up with, I have 4 children, coming up with having a family and a dog, and, just the random things that comes up. So this is supplemental income for our family. My husband is the primary primary income in our family. He covers all the bills and our food and all of that stuff. So I do have that as, I don't know, I think that is a place of privilege, right? So this is, just a part-time, like, supplemental gig for me. Just so I know that might be different for you, and that's okay. I think that we all need to do this for different reasons, and I think that's a beautiful thing, actually. So, forgot where I was going. So the profit that I have doesn't account for things like subscriptions that I pay for, supplies that I have to buy. So I do average about $150. So I pay it's around $50 for my eBay store subscription. I pay $25 a month for Prime Lister, which is what I use to share my Poshmark closet and send offers on Poshmark. That, I think, has helped a ton with my Poshmark sales. Now, Poshmark did just change their fee structure. I am concerned that is going to affect sales negatively. So we'll see. I might not have Prime Lister for very much longer because I might not sell on Poshmark very much longer. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I'm not gonna make any promises. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Vendoo, I already said I use that for cross listing for my inventory system, and that is $35 a month is what I pay for 250 new listings per month. Like I said, in August, I did 220 new listings. I probably could have paid for a lower one in September, but I didn't. Anyway, I also buy random supplies. So, like, these are my thank you stickers. I use tissue paper here to wrap my items, which is unnecessary, but it's something that I do. I buy poly mailers to ship my items in. I do buy boxes, that just one particular size that I use frequently for hats and bras and belts. What else? In the past, I've had to buy things like the bags and the boxes that I use for my inventory system. That's not an ongoing purchase, but that has come out of my profit at one time or another. The shelves even that my husband made, though, that money came out of that $2,000. So I try on average to hit about $500 in putting money back into my business through inventory, buying new inventory. That's important. And just the other supplies that I have to buy. And then 500 of that goes into savings for this is taxable income. So I have to pay taxes at the end of the year. So in September, I spent a lot of money sourcing. I averaged that with my subscriptions and supplies that I bought was about $150. And then I spent $613 sourcing, which is a lot. I'm not really sure. I didn't feel like I sourced that much, but apparently I did. Those little stops add up sometimes, I usually only source one day a week, but there was one week that I did not source at all. And then another week that I went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and went I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, it just evens out, I think, in the end. So if I subtract what I sourced, my eBay, my subscription costs, and then also I know for sure spent about $44 on Amazon. I don't remember what I bought, but I did pay that much on Amazon for some supplies. So I took that out as well. That makes my profit $1,350.98. And you might think, oh, that's not a lot, but I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good. In general, per week, I spend about 1 hour shipping every day, 6 days a week. So that is, I have to update my inventory system. I have to print off my labels. For me, I also get things around for a shipping video. So I do a little bit of research in the comps and kind of set everything up. I wouldn't necessarily spend that time making things quite nice like that if I wasn't doing the videos. But on average, that takes me in total about an hour. And then it also takes me about an hour and a half each week to list. That might sound like a lot, but I'm listing 8 items, and this is what I've done in September. I'm listing 8 new items on eBay. I cross-list 8 items on Poshmark, and I'm cross-listing 4 items every day to Depop, and I am delisting and relisting 20 items every day on eBay and Poshmark. That's kind of done at the same time. So, but I do go in Vendu, there's a bulk option to do that, and it kind of just does it for you. But I do go in individually and do those so that I can make minor adjustments, make sure it's listed in the right category. I make mistakes a lot. I have been reducing my price by about 5% every time I relist. Actually, in September, I kind of upped some of my prices on like sweaters that I had been discounting through the spring and summer. I brought those sweaters back up to the price that I originally had them because now we're going into fall and winter. Yeah, so that takes me, on average, about an hour and a half a day. And again, I do that 6 days a week. I do take Sundays completely off. That is my personal choice. I need a break. I just need a break. I do take pictures. It takes me about 3 hours to take the pictures for all the listings that I do in a week. And so I would say on average, I spend about 3 hours doing that. And then I spend on average 6 hours a week sourcing. And that is the only thing that I do outside of my home without my children. And actually, that's not even true. Often I will take one or more of them with me. I try to do it by myself just because it's like a personal thing that I enjoy doing. So that is about 24 hours a week that I spend on reselling. And if I take that $1,300 and I divide it by 20, I actually divided it by 25, just gave myself a little leeway. That is $13.51 an hour, which honestly is a little on the lower side than I want it to be. I would like to be compensated a little more for my time. But considering that these are things that I'm doing here in my home, I don't have to leave and go somewhere, I'm not answering to someone else, that for me is a pretty good trade-off. And the 6 hours that I source usually none of it feels like work to me. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. So, a question I get asked a lot is how much do I make on YouTube? I did get monetized in April, and that is not something I actually started my YouTube channel the same week that I started reselling. I was looking for, I don't know if you want to know this information, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I was looking for a new reseller because everyone that I saw had been selling for years and years. And I was like, why can't I find somebody that's new and they can so I can see what they're doing, like how they're doing this. And so I was like, you know what, if I'm looking for it and not finding it, maybe someone else is too. And so I actually had a different YouTube channel that I've since kind of abandoned. But it felt like an easy add-on. And so I kind of did vlog style for the first, year and a half. I took a pretty long break, a little over a year ago. And then when I came back, it was funny. It was actually my sister's fault. My sister was like, you need to do your YouTube channel again. And I was like, okay. And I started the next day. I had been kind of thinking about it. But I started just turning the video on and chatting with my friend as I was shipping. And that was a lot of fun for me. And I enjoy sharing what I sell. And there have been some moments that I've not enjoyed, but overall I've really enjoyed it. So I say that all to say, like, my primary goal is not necessarily to make a lot of money on YouTube, but the extra income that it does give is super helpful for my family. And I am super thankful. The only money I make is from AdSense, and I think because I upload daily, it does add up pretty quickly. So in September, I made $506.45 on YouTube. So thanks so much for watching. That is fantastic. I'm really, really pleased with that. And that actually increased about $80 from August. So it's amazing. I'm just blown away whenever I like see my numbers and stuff on there. I just I'm like my husband, I'm like, I'm in awe. It's amazing. It's so much fun. My favorite part is the comments. So make sure you leave me a comment. Tell me how September was for you. How's October going so far? I'm so hopeful that it's just going to explode for everyone. And just be a really good, a good Q4, you know. So it is Q4 now. So if you haven't used your eBay shipping supply coupon, if you have a store, make sure you use that. Go ahead and get prepped for the season. Don't wait until December 29th to use it like I will. And then what else was I going to tell you or ask you? I don't remember. Anyway, make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you enjoy reseller content. Like I said, I mostly do ship with me videos, but occasionally there's some fun stuff, other fun stuff. The ship with me videos are fun too. That's what I enjoy watching too. So anyway, yeah, that's all. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you soon.